Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Check out my guy right here, Muhammad Ali, formerly Cassius Clay. He looks over my shoulder to make sure these emails are popping off right, and all that I do when it comes to DEI strategy is on point. So he's my inspiration over here. But look, I've been paying attention to the debate on LinkedIn in regards to human resources and DEI. Now, I don't want to make it, look, Muhammad Ali, I don't want to make it a boxing match between human resources and DEI, but this is what I'll say. I do not feel that DEI should be under the umbrella of HR. I feel very strongly about DEI not residing in HR. Where the money reside, where DEI reside, it should not reside in human resources. Now, human resources needs to be extremely familiar with DEI concepts, theories, systems, and understandings, but DEI should not reside there. Allies of DEI should be in HR, but DEI is a separate professional business function right along with money and accounting, your budgeting, your in any other business functions like procurement, marketing. It is a completely separate business function. Now, let me be clear. A lot of people have been debating who should DEI report to. Well, it doesn't matter where specifically it reports in regards to the role if that person or that person in the role is not an ally. You understand what I'm saying? So, no, I think its chances are very low of surviving and being successful as DEI embedded in HR. Its chances are better outside of HR, but it's still dead in the water if you do not have an ally outside of that. That includes if it reports to your CEO. You may elevate it on the org chart, but if that CEO is not interested in DEI, it is a lame duck. Whether it's, it could be anywhere else. It could be a special assistant too. If that person does not report to an ally of DEI, you are still disempowered. You still will have limitations to how many resources you have, access you have, information you have, time you have, support you have to DEI. So we can argue all day long where it should reside. Regardless of where it resides, even if it's outside of HR, you need to find people who understand DEI, have been trained in DEI, and can be an ally to DEI because they more easily connect their job function to DEI. So let's say your DEI person is lateral to a vice president of marketing, a vice president of student affairs, a COO. That's all fine, well, and good. But if those people that are tangential to you, connected to, parallel to you, don't understand DEI, the DEI expert of your organization is still going to spend a lot of time explaining basic ass concepts to people who have not been trained and don't understand it. And so given that, I warn you. Number one, DEI is a professional business function. Number two, it should not reside in HR. But number three, wherever it resides, its direct report should be intimately familiar with DEI concepts. They do not need to be an expert, but they need to understand them and link them to their day-to-day job function. Okay, got me? We here? We got it? So, not trying to pick a fight with my HR folks. Y'all are necessary. But HR also has a history of compliance, which means that we have a bar that we need to hit. And usually that bar is the floor to DEI work, not the ceiling to DEI work. DEI work is compliant, but it's also aspirational at the very same time. Sometimes it's intentionally not compliant because we want to change systems and systems thinking. So think on these things, y'all. Think on these things. All right. Hopefully I did justice to my guy.